Hello, everyone. Well, where we begin? All these EANs popping up. Again, another EAM. Okay, try this again. As you can see, there is a lot of planes up, and some of these are training. Of course, another EAM. These are back to back EAMs. Okay, as I was saying, for all these EAMs, really, well, Okay. You got a B-52 up. Why? I do not know. I don't know if they use it for training or what, but this has been the low. Really? Any more EAMs? As you can see, there's a Cobra ball sitting up here, flying around North Dakota. And then you got this one, another rivet joint flying. This is the only reason I think this why there's so many back-to-back EAMs. A lot of stratter tankers up. A lot. There's a combat scent unit. I have no idea what's going on. I just know that some of these, this is kind of early in the day for them to be up flying like this. And there's so many up as you can tell. Down here is a loaded bunch of helicopters down here. They're just always there every day. But for all the rivet joints to be up, the combat scent unit to be up, the constant Phoenix to be up, and a couple of E6s, they looking for something. And he's come back from Alaska. But there's been so much going on, and all these wildfires. This is what's active as of right now, as soon as it loads. Takes a minute to load. These are all active wildfires as of now. And if I click on one, it'll tell me if it's nature. Down there, still undetermined. It's been burning since 3:02 of this month, so it's still going. Wildfire since started on the 12th, caused by a human. Right now, we're under a red flag warning, and no burning, no banning, no burning. All burn is not. They can't even burn the fields off, so they have to wait, which is good. This is the ones that back in Georgia, all across Oklahoma, Texas, small portion of Mississippi. They've been doing this for a while now with all these planes being up, but with all the river joints and all the VIP planes, as I call them, the river joints, the Cobra Ball, the Constant Phoenix, the Cobra Scent, the B-52s, which in my opinion is wasting fuel because it takes so much to fuel them things to be flying, but they always have them up. Something's going on. We will never know because they will not tell us. But we do know that there's stuff going on across over here, which I've been keeping my eyes peeled. Here, up here in the Baltic Sea. I see they got their doomsday plane up. The Royal Kingdom. Don't know who this one belongs to, but it is Pakistan. Now there has been times where this over here will be filled just like over here. I mean, there's a lot going on, and I'm kind of overwhelmed with all this, to be honest with y'all. And with everything going on, I'm staying in the middle. I'm not for the left. I'm not for the right. I'm staying in the middle. That's the best thing to do. I'm just going to let y'all know what's going on. We got that thing with Israel, Hamas, and Hezbollah, which we've been getting red alerts again, which it's been so peaceful not hearing that sound, but now it's back. I got airplanes playing in the background. All the ones that's up at 10 o'clock this morning, I've already had 391 flights fly over. Okay. Shut us again. Okay, there's been a man arrested on Cabo. And there's something definitely going on. I just don't know what it is. And the only thing I could think of is with Cobra Ball being up, B-52 being up, Two River Joints being up, and the other ones being up. It's the only thing I could think of. Something's on the move. They're moving something. What? I couldn't tell you. I don't know if it's here or it's over there across the pond. Down, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Yes, today's call sign is Labor Day. It's supposed to be September Labor Day, but I guess Labor Day's now in March. Hey, why not? They change everything else on us. And hurricane season has officially been announced. It starts on May 15th, 2025. Which we all knew that was coming. With all these man-made storms, but hey, this is me. Let's see, where do I even begin with the news? I know I'm having trouble with Telegram because everybody's on it today. Okay, the SEC has initiated a board investigation into the U.S. operation of entities aligned with Chinese Communist Party, CCP. Subpoenas and letters of inquiry have been issued to companies like Let's see if I can pronounce it because I used to own one of these things. Hawaii, ZTE, China Mobile to determine if they are circumventing FCC restrictions and to address any potential loopholes. The investigation also seeks information on any businesses that may be assisting in these companies. Yeah, Telegram's acting real slow today. Okay, I'm getting multiple reports of breaking news in Turkey, I think it is. Forces, uh, Erdogan's forces launched an arrest campaign against demonstrators in the city of Izmir. I'm getting multiple reports on that. Multiple reports. That one I can't say nothing too much about because I don't want to get banned for saying that one about what's going on in Russia and Ukraine. There's so much going on over there. And of course, it locks up because Telegram is going crazy on me, which is nothing new with Telegram. Nothing. Violent protesters, Istanbul, Lizmire, I think it's pronounced. Trump expressed to an intent to help finalize the sale of X-16 fighter jets to Turkey as and is open to the idea of selling Turkey its true prize goal F-35 jets if the two sides can come to an agreement that renders Turkey's Russians S-400 system inoperable. Two sources confirmed to Fox News Digital. Apparently, Karen Bass leaves behind a trail of incompetence and mismanagement, and the people of Los Angeles pay the price. I guess she was part of some government official with California. Golden is in total beast mode. Translate the English. Launches guided and aerial by enemy technical aircraft in the Zaporizhzhia region. So we got a lot going on over there. Warning, Kyiv, threat of enemy strike of UAVs, air defenses operations possible. Stay in shelters during the alert. Because I've got the Ukraine channel where I have all the they start sending off missiles and the other thing of you need to take that sofa. That's all on you. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry about that. My computer crashed. I am very sorry, y'all. This computer is a very old computer. It used to be a Windows 7 upgrade to Windows 10. So it kind of crashed on me. Thank you, Colette. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, just now I gotta get Telegram to load. Because I've been having trouble with Telegram for the last couple of days. I don't know if it's because of everybody being on all at once, or it's the time of day, or what it is. Okay, if I remember how to do this again, share screen. Share screen, go to Flight Radar. Don't mind my son in the background, that's Alan. How was this computer going on the computer? There we go. Okay. Well, I just use this other computer to see what's going on out there. This is how unusual to have all the river joints out. And off the coast of North Carolina and South Carolina, and all these refuelers, something's running dark. I just wish I knew what they're running dark. Well, it fits. I mean, Trump's the 47th president, so why not have a F-47 airplane? Why not? Hey, let's try this again. Select the tab. Y'all, this is my first time doing a live, so just bear with me. Yeah, it's doing it again. Try it this way. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it, kinda. I'm kind of my vicinity, my area. And for anybody that is listening that's from around my area, I'm going to give you one stern warning. I do have a security camera that stays going 24/7, day in, day out, on my front porch. So I advise you not to come in this yard. Because you will be on camera. Okay, Snoop 32, he is going into Wyoming, which is no surprise to me. For some reason, they're staying near the Dakotas, Minnesota, Iowa, Kansas, Colorado, and Montana. Attention all station one. Attention all station one. First responder, need to respond to 246 View Street. 65-year-old female needs some lifting assistance. Help getting us out of the house. Came home from dialysis. Medic one is still in Orangeburg County en route back to Benburg County. And we got some hefty firefighters, they can do it. Cut that music down or shut the door. Thank you. That's my oldest boy. He's as of Monday, I believe. Yes, Monday he'll be 22. That's at 8:44. Let's see. Is he still up or did he go to still have the east in? Which he might be on back en route to home base. But it looks like because he's dropping altitude, so he's going back to Omaha. But I've been keeping my eye on all the E6s, all the river joints, all their activity, and they just I don't know, they just so many up. Y'all see the pictures? Let me come over here so I can see the comments. Can y'all see the picture? Good. Alright. Let's see if I can narrow down into all this chaos over here. These planes. And if you see CAP, that's Citizen Air Patrol. I don't know exactly what that really means, but I guess they're patrolling their airspace. But out in here, it's been a lot of activity. Now, in Charleston, I do know there is a facility that has the subs, that has the nuclear weapons. It has all kinds of goodies in here. Now, here you have a nuclear power plant, and we have over here Savannah Riverside, which I did not know what they've had there. If people only knew what was there, something called tritium. I'm and it's and that place is pretty potent. And my husband used to be a logging truck, and he used to do logs, and he had to have a dose meter to go into this place. And before he could come out, they would have to check the trees with some type of radiation device and stuff. It was weird, but you can drive right past through it. But at the main gate, they have it completely guarded, heavy guarded. That's the way we had to go towards Aiken. Okay, Top Cat looks like he's heading back home base. Maybe. I see Cobra, he's still in his spot. See, this is what I mean, y'all. I don't know what's in North Dakota, what's in South Dakota, what's in Wyoming, what's in Nebraska. I don't know what kind of bases there actually really are. But I do know they're talking to somebody, but who, I don't know. But I do know on my SDR, there has been a brand new radar that's been popping up. And it only comes out at late at night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it has a very weird sound. And I don't like the sound. I keep it cut down. Now down here in Florida, we all know what's in Florida, so we don't have to worry about Florida too much. But there must be something because he's throwing that there. And I'm so used to seeing these patterns. And then I think these here are my T-45s. Yep, training Goosehawk. And sometimes I can hear them talking the mainsail. Because I got my antenna like 35 feet in the air. So it's pretty high up there. Wish I can get it higher. And then of course we got DC. All right, now we got a VIP plane on the move. A Learjet C-21A going to unknown at the time. It might tell us and it might not tell us. We got another one, another Learjet. Now see, this makes no bit of sense. Camp Springs to Camp Springs. But if you trace it back, look out. Sorry about that. That's my sheriff's department trying to key up, but I can't listen to them because they're digital now. As you can see, this one here, this Spar 338, left Camp Springs, went to St. Louis, and then back to Camp Springs. But it's saying it's doing all that, which is very weird, to say the least. Okay. And yes, I do smoke a vape. And if you two don't like it, oh well. I'm an adult. I can smoke a vape. It's with strawberry banana flavored. I don't do anything else but a vape, and I do smoke a cigarette here and there. But not as much as I used to because I do this one more. Okay, translate to English, please. Thank you very much. Currently, there's a massive attack by our drones and enemy military facilities in the Zaporožžia region. That's one thing I like about Telegram. I'm able to translate it from their language to our language so I can able to read it. Moving on. Moving on, folks. Can't show that one. No idea. Alright, what we got going on? Alright, we still got that. Ain't nothing new there. This is by the Espionage Times. Trump's energy chief maps out plan to unleash America's balance sheet. I'll post the link in the chat. I normally don't like being on camera, but don't mind my sofa. That's my boy. He has all them blankets. I had them folded up, but it's hard to keep them folded up when you got boys. My federation, okay. Because I have to go through how many articles? 5,000 articles. Because there's so much that's been going on. It's just hard to keep up with. The Trump administration fired nearly the entire civil rights branch of the Homeland Security today. That's new. I won't be showing no videos because I take no chances. Okay, the Trump administration has fired nearly the entire multiple. President Donald Trump was speaking with reporters Friday, said there would be a cherished 51st state, even if the United States needs nothing from its northern neighbor. Okay. Yeah, you get all kinds of weird stuff on the Telegram. Okay, you're not gonna give it to me in English? That's fine. It with his head. The Kunyana City, south of Gaza Strip, being bombarded. I guess IDF aircraft did something to a residential building in the center of Ghana units south of Gaza Strip. That's probably why we get a lot of these emails as well. There's something going over in Israel. They're probably trying to get everything they can over there straightened out. That's something I could think of. And they're moving stuff around nonstop. Oh boy, my son just gave me a hard time. Somebody saw my oldest boy go past my windows. They're looking for a whiskey. We can't find him. Haven't seen him all morning, all afternoon. I hope he's okay. The Biden-Harris financial institutions to spy on Americans' private financial records. Jim Jordan, Congressman Jeff Van Drew, and Congressman Barry Laundermill are getting to the bottom of it. Wow. Okay. Surprise me. Small move leads big victories. Okay. I'm curious with the auto pen, everything he do is legit. That's what I want to know. I think us as Americans need to know that question. Let's see. I got mouse. This is what I like about having multiple computers. I'm able to run over here to this one, to our channel real quick, and see the map, but I don't have to bring the map up. Come on, computer. You slow too, I know. Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on that one. That one channel I go with that lets me know what's going on because they're getting. Yeah, that's the drones. They're being invaded by drones. Okay, translate to English, please. Okay, targets are being hit in. I cannot pronounce these at all, but Potova area, the Sumi region, so they're being invaded over there. That's all I can say. Because I don't know, I don't want to get no strikes against me. So they're getting popped. There you go. Say what? Wait a minute. I'm sending this one over to XX because this makes no sense. That's why I'm saying certain words I will not say. I'll make different words up or try to come up with something other than, oh boy, what are these people saying over here? Oh, Baron? Okay. He might have a future 5 minutes later. I look at it and it's working again. Kid. Okay. Now I'm just trying to figure out what they're going to do about these judges because they need to be. And Telegram's messing up again. I'm going to X out of the. Okay. All right. Now this has been going on here for a while over there with Iran and all, so I don't know exactly, but I told him saying some things, and I just prefer not to repeat what he says. Turkish police fled from protesters who began rushing towards them in the city of Izmir, and the barriers set up by the police were evacuated. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. More of the protesting over there in Turkey. A lot going on. A lot. Okay. Middle. If Russia smacks a children's hospital in Kiev, no one cares if they did it on purpose. An American trauma surgeon in Gaza tells Mohammed Hassan either Israel is intentionally targeting women and children or they just seem as ants as they run over. And I've been seeing this article moment in time and time again. Now, when it comes to Mohammed Hassan, my son-in-law Seth can say it a lot better because he knows how to pronounce some of these things. So, a doctor from over there was on call at one of the hospitals when they did a strike, shattered a 2-month ceasefire on Tuesday morning, and it ended up hurting 500 people and 180 children. So that's Hamas and Hezbollah, not them. Okay, I am not even going to go there with that one. Okay. Anti-Trump FBI agent arrested trying to flee the country? Now, I've been seeing this article a lot. Anti-Trump FBI agent arrested trying to flee country. The allegations are chilling. If I try to click on it, it's going to look at the computer, and I don't want that to happen again. Because I only have Telegram on my one computer, and then my other computer is a working / bill paying / game computer. And then my white one is just as slow as this white one, this black one here I got. What has Cat Turd got? Okay. let's just say that they'll never change. They'll never have peace in either side because they're saying as long as somebody is in charge till that gets changed, then there might be they might have peace over it. Till then, there's gonna be no peace. Like I said, I'm staying in the middle. I'm not for Israel. I'm not for Israel. I'm not for Ukraine. I'm not for Ukraine. I'm staying right in the middle. The ones that know me knows exactly what I'm talking about. Tens of thousands have taken to the streets of Istanbul tonight to protest against the arrest of Istanbul mayor and Turkey's main opposition leader, Ekrem İmamoğlu. That's how I'm pronounce it. Good grief. I'm going to send that one over to our Telegram. Yes, I can speak English. Good grief. Today, the Russian army is expected to launch soon more than 200 Shahed Kazmahawi UAVs towards Ukraine. So that's why the map's turning red right there. There is so much going on, and you got the JFK files. I checked through them, but there's just so much to go through. And I heard that they did go ahead and release more, so I don't know. Now, this is from the IDF. A few hours ago, the IDF struck the launcher from which two projectiles were launched towards Israel territory earlier today, which is Friday, in the area of El Al-Furqan in northern Gaza. The Hamas organization deliberately placed the launcher near a humanitarian area. Prior to the strike, numerous steps were taken to mitigate the risk of harming civilians, including the use of aerial surveillance, additional intelligence, and precise mutations. There is further evidence of Hamas' systematic exploitation of civilians and civilian structures for activities throughout the Strip. I'm at the front door. Oh boy. This is probably why we're getting the EAM. This is probably why we got the EAMs. U.S. military in Sada, Providence, in the north of the country. So I guess we attacked over there. So it's probably why we got the EAMs. There we go. We got our answer. U.S. military attacked Sada, Province, in the north of the country, in Sakwayan district, west of Provence. Still got the protesting. Okay, the IDF has eliminated Osama Tabash, the Hamas intelligence chief responsible for coordinating the October 7th massacre and overseeing Hamas surveillance operations in southern Gaza, severely impacting Hamas military leadership. I'm just reading y'all the news, and like I said, I'm staying in the middle lane. What they do over there is what they do over there. But the ones that know me knows what it didn't say. That's what I'm looking for now. If I keep seeing these kitty cat videos, I'm gonna cry. Cause mine's missing. The F-47. Sweet looking jet. I don't know if y'all been having issues, but I've been having issues trying to send text messages. And I have unlimited text, unlimited talk, but limited data. Okay, the U.S. Air. Alright, now I got to bring up ADSB. I cannot bring it up on my other computer and show y'all because it'll lock it up. I am looking for. Okay, let me go down in here. Yes, we are sending extra help over to. Looks like we're sending extra help towards. All the flights are going towards Israel, but they might be going towards somewhere in the Middle East. The U.S. Air Force is deploying additional fifth-generation F-35A's Lightning II fighters to the Middle East, accompanied by tanker aircraft. So that explains it. Yes, that is confirmed. Yes, they are. Because I'm seeing it on my ADSB. And the reason I can't run ADSB on my big computer and share it with y'all is it's going to take up too much resource. Because it takes a lot to run this one. I can probably try, but there's no guarantee that it might work. Let me try to load it first. Okay, and to give y'all a heads up, this is why I pay for Flight Radar 24, AirNav, and ADSB, so I can come here, click, that way I don't have to search through different. Okay, share screen, ADSB. Share. Now I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we can try. See, this part that I'm having trouble with it not wanting to share my screen. That part I have to figure out. I might have to call XX and see what kind of program I have to use to share with y'all with some of this stuff. Because I don't know how. I can do certain things, but certain ones are just. Okay, U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth has ordered the USS Carl Vinson CVN-70 and the remaining ships of the Carrier Strike Group, which consists of Tippecanoe class cruiser. Breaking news, y'all. This is breaking news. Hey, Christy. As well as the Arleigh Burke class guided missile destroyers USS DG-104 and USS William P. Lawrence to deviate from the ongoing deployment in the Indo-Pacific and head towards the Middle East. All right, let me go over to flight radar. That is right over here. Right now it's quiet. Secretary Pete Hegseth has also extended the deployment of the USS Harry S. Truman and the Carrier Strike Group currently located in the northern Red Sea. Yeah, I keep my eye on the Red Sea because I have seen some unusual activity. And yes, we have the Eurofighter Typhoon going into, looks like Tel Aviv right now, followed by the Airbus KC-3 Voyager, two of them. Or is it two jets and one refueler. Okay, coming from Cyprus. But you know who I don't see? I don't see Black Cat 5 or 6, and I don't see the other one. Wow, I just noticed that. Okay. Let's see what is up over here. It being shows it over here. You got 2 Eurofighters and a refueler over here in the U.S. because each map does different things when it comes to our radar maps. When the flight trackers, one will show one will show the other, and one will show that. Now with ADS-B, I can see where Zelensky's going. His plane is UNK 1111111. Too many ones. Of course, that's in Brazil. Okay, that plane's grounded. That's a helicopter. And I also have Flight 24 on my other phone. And if you hear like a firework going off in the background, the plane is squawking 7700, which means general emergency. I don't know if does anybody remember Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong? I use that sound for the 7600 because it's something I can distinguish between the two. So if you hear Donkey Kong, that means radio failure. If you hear the firework, that means the plane's in general emergency, which could be numerous of things. And that sound there just let me know that somebody's in front of the camera. They're definitely trying to find the cat. The dust storm that hit Saudi Arabia. Okay, Saudi Arabia is where everything is going on. Okay, that explains. Okay, that just randomly popped up. Inside paper breaking: U.S. Secretary to Exodus as hundreds take Trump's buyout offers. Ossie Cusack, he's funny. He gets banned a lot on Telegram, but Ukraine's phony peace has begun. Only Trump still believes it's real. Donald Trump's talks with Vladimir Putin have paralyzed Ukraine's allies in Europe, in Europe. Nobody's ready for peace. Politico. Nobody's ready for peace. No surprise the U.S. aid-funded Politico is against Trump's peace efforts and against peace in general. Okay, the 2 astronauts that you've helped save from space, they didn't get any overtime pay. If I have to, I'll take it out of my own pocket, and I want to give thanks to Elon Musk for bringing them home. Finally. Now, after being in space for that long a time, they're going to have severe health issues.
You seen that?
Mine. I forgot. I got some bad news.
Yesterday got delayed.
Whiskey's missing.
Right.
We haven't seen him all day. John is out there desperately trying to find him. It's hard to tell the two cats apart because they look like twins. President Trump signed an executive order to eliminate the Department of Education. Bless you, Alan. And I have to keep Alan kind of close to me because I know he's 19, but as you can tell, he's not your average 19-year-old. He does have mental health issues from folk to folk. And then he's been wanting to ride a moped. Well, he kind of we have it where it's not in full throttle. It can only go 20.
We had it at the 45.
Well, it's actually 20 because it's in.
Go up 45. That actually is up.
And y'all, this is my son-in-law Seth.
Can't nobody hear you because it's on a delay.
Because I got it muted.
You're on a delay.
Sudan armed forces regained control of President's Palace in Khartoum conflict overview. Y'all, there's just so much. It's just so much even. Come here, Whiskers. My rescue kitty. Okay. He's shy. Get him out of here. There's just so much. I can't even keep up. Okay, meanwhile, a march was held in Odessa in memory of the murdered nationalist from a small crowd of teenagers chanted, nope, not saying it. Nope. Not saying it. Not saying it. Trump said he doesn't want war with China, but he's prepared for it. Nope, it'll never end. It'll just keep going and going and going and going. I know last night Mainsail was trying to call to somebody for a radio check. And I can hear it, but it's faint. Yeah, I know the eruption is going to be, you're going to see a lot of disruptions. XY? Alright. Let's see, where's XY at? That is a plane. Too far away from me, I can't hear him. Can't pick him up. F-47, the Air Force will reward the contract to Boeing. Rolling eyes for Boeing. Virtually unseeable, enemies will never see it coming. Boeing, it's made right there in Charleston. I mean, Boeing's one of them. Okay. April 2nd is Liberation Day in America. For decades, we have been ripped off and abused by every nation in the world, both friend and foe. Now it's finally time for the good old USA to get some of that money and respect back. God bless America. April 2nd, I ain't gonna be home. I'm gonna be getting my driver's license. There's so many reasons why I haven't really gotten my license, but after I get my license, I'll tell y'all what's behind it, because I just don't want to jinx anything right now with it. Health issues is one big thing, but I'll have somebody with me at all times. So, alright, Israel today. A siren sounded at 16:30 in Ashkelon. 2 projectiles that were fired from northern Gaza were intercepted by the IAF. How many more articles do I got? Jeez. And I just went through it last night and cleaned it all out before I went to bed. XX, you remember when it used to be so peaceful and so quiet? Y'all used to remember it used to be so quiet? Now it's back. Let's see, what is it for? Okay. I don't have that map yet. Let me scroll back up and see if I can find the map. Tel Aviv from Yemen again. Big area. I'll see if I can try to. If it'll let me share that screen. Let's see, window. I sure, you know that, right? I didn't miss you. It was peaceful. Now y'all cut my screen off on me. Thank you. I need it for my camera. Oh, it used to be so peaceful. It's back. As you can tell, there it is. Now, I can't show a lot of the things, but I can just show you this here. But, yeah. I stopped because a lot of this stuff I cannot show because it's not YouTube appropriate. Rocket siren in central Israel, including Jerusalem. I may have to go back live later tonight, y'all. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying. This is my first time doing a live by myself without XX as my backup. I can do it on Twitch. I might just do that. We'll do it on Twitch. How's that, XX? We'll do it on Twitch. And you'll be my backup. Y'all go check the mail. Because if not, I need to go ahead and mark that letter that didn't come. And that's an important letter. That's my insurance. Okay, a large concentration of enemy UAVs in the Sharon region with Ukraine with a vector of movement towards the Kyiv region. Means have been deployed to shoot them down. During the alert, stay in shelters. Don't come out to shelters. There's just so much. Translate to English, please. Thank you. We all know what the deal with Iran and all. It's just. Alright, let me come back over here. I finally got the picture I've been looking for. Now that's a beast. I like that. That's the new F-47. I got used to saying F-47 now. Okay, the SEC has issued a subpoena and letters to inquiry these entities, including Huawei, ZTE, and China Mobile, to determine if they are evading FCC prohibition and to close any loopholes. Well, I'm a ham operator, and I went over to the FCC to see what's going on with this ham license, and mine don't expire next year, but they're talking about just doing completely away with the ham license, open it up just like they did with CB, but they'll still restrict part of it. So I don't know. The Heathrow Airport fire conspiracy theories from Senator Sabotage Russian involvement. All I know, there's a wildfire that was over there, and the airport caught fire as well. So I don't know, but it's back open again and taking flight. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's Yemen, Hamas, Yemen, and Hezbollah. We're stopping at We're not stopping until we drain that swamp. I don't think draining the swamp's gonna help, to be honest with you, but hey, that's just my opinion. I do have opinions. I got little tiny birds at my window, little tiny wrens. I'll be glad when they leave for the season because I don't miss them. Okay, folks, before things get out of hand, and a certain person, not saying who, but massive explosion reported now in Rostov. Okay, I don't know if I can. I don't know how to make it bigger, but I can make it bigger on my screen, but I don't know how to make it bigger on that screen. But we all know that this is not the one thing. This is a fire, a massive fireball. So I just want to get that cleared before somebody or certain things get out of proportion. So that just now came in. That's what I've been waiting on. It's just so much, y'all, till it's just suspect who lit man on fire in Times Square has fled to Egypt. That's probably because he's from over there. So I guess it's true. I'm getting more reports. The Trump administration has fired nearly the entire civil rights branch of the Department of Homeland Security. I am still clocking through. Sudan forces attack rapid support forces position on Khartoum. SAF used a DI mounted 80 mm B-8M1 rocket pod with HE frag unguided aircraft rockets. Okay. There's just so much going on. It's never going to stop. Bitcoin's up and down. When it comes to stock markets, I know nothing about them. I stay away from that department. I let Colette handle that one. Huge things are coming to the Kennedy Center. The future is bright. UK counter-terrorism police are involved in investigating the substation fire that forced Heathrow Airport to shut down. He's a male cat. I gotta keep that in mind too. He's a male cat. That's not clipped. And I'm pretty sure he's still around. Breaking: Representative Cori Bush's husband indicted for a pandemic. Okay. I'll see if I can post this in the chat. Okay, good. Copy the link and I'll send it to our Telegram channel just under general news, because it's not really breaking news, it's just general. But yeah, I don't know that Colette handled the stock market. She knows all about that. I wish I would have bought Bitcoin back in 2011 or 2012, but I didn't. It did it. I told her not to do it, but it did it anyway. I'm getting the EAM, but it's so faint I can barely hear it. If I try to wait till that, it'll hurt y'all's ears. I don't hurt y'all's ears. Can I get it on my SDR? No, but I can get that. Data transmission. Yeah, I'm getting the EAM. But I can barely make it out. Alright, what about 1506? Nope, we're being pinged big time. They are, somebody or something is attacking our systems. They're pinging it on all my frequencies here. I can't take that sound. Drives me crazy. This is what I hear every day. But then you have an EAM on top of it, and then you'll hear mainsail or Labor Day or whoever is the call sign for the day. The flavor of the day. I don't want to start calling it the flavor of the day. Okay. Past that, past that, past that, past that. Past that, past that, past all that. Okay. The Bank of England has kept interest rates on hold as it warned of growing economic uncertainty linked to Donald Trump's trade war. Okay. I gotta cut that down. That sound just drives me crazy. Did the IDF say anything yet? I gotta find IDF. or anybody over there. Federal. Okay, red alerts in Central Israel, including Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and Ben Gurion International Airport. The IDF confirms that the ballistic missiles were launched from Yemen towards Israel, with one missile intercepted above the West Bank. Drinking my Dr. Pepper. Just letting everybody know. I do not drink alcohol or anything like that. I drink my Dr. Pepper. That's the only thing I drink is Dr. Pepper. Missiles fired from Yemen towards the center of Israel. Okay, Trine, we'll be right here. Because I'm probably not going to be live too much longer because I'm going ahead and get some things done around here real quick. Before my husband wakes up. But if there's any more breaking news that's going to pop out, either I or XX will go live and we'll let y'all know. Okay, the IDF, the sirens that sounded a short while ago in a number of areas in Israel. A missile launch from Yemen was intercepted by the IDF prior to crossing into Israel territory. Sirens were sounded in accordance with protocol. I guess they're going to play the FAFO game. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I'll be back later on tonight or this evening. But I'll let y'all know when I go back live. Y'all have a good day now.